All right, here we go. 2 pups. Thanks, Tuck. 4 dudes talking about what men really want from women. We're about to get vulnerable, ladies. We're about to open up. It's my buddy Matt Schaefer.
Hi, everybody.
As you know, this is Jensen, the man, the legend.
What's up, guys?
And we got Dane here, my buddy. So here we go. We have no script. This is completely impromptu, and we're just going to tell you what men really want. We just had an amazing conversation, gentlemen. And we're drinking one of my favorite drinks. Can we tell them what this is? This is Organifi Complete Protein right here. It's so good. So, Jay, what did we put in here? We put some almonds. We got some chia seeds. And
banana, almond butter.
Half a banana, almond butter with our complete protein full of full food value vitamins.
Got it.
You got that?
Yeah,
and
got
you
it.
have MCTs in here, all kinds of good stuff. So it's brought to you by this talk. So ladies, ask questions below, and we're going to answer your questions, and we're also going to share from our heart what men really want.
I know what I want. I want a woman that is as incredible as this Organifi Complete.
There it is.
There you go.
There it is.
The full package?
Yeah, this is the full package.
Total package.
It's sweet.
So
it has a little bit of like, it fills me up a bit.
Yeah. So what is a complete woman? Right? And what is a complete man? And when they come together, what does completeness really look like?
Yeah. I think one of the most important components of that, just like this protein, is that both the woman and the man are complete within themselves. Like they don't, we're not filling a void for each other. But we're coming together as partners. You know, like the man and the woman are both 2 complete, independent, empowered masculine and empowered feminine, and then together they get to be something greater.
Got it.
It's like the 1 + 1 = 3.
Yeah, I like that.
You know what I'm saying?
So I'm going to add to that. How do you become complete as an individual, right? What are some things that we do, and what are some things that our significant others do to manage that completeness or balance homeostasis in the relationship?
And I would actually say that it's not about homeostasis. Homeostasis implies that, everybody's content with where they're at and everybody's in a state of balance, where I think in a really healthy, positive, constructive relationship, both the man and the woman are pushing themselves to be better. There's a sense of challenge and calling each other up to a higher level.
Yeah. Taking a stand for your significant other and being
Exactly.
vulnerable in that stand. If you see something that's kind of been bugging you and you haven't talked about it with your man, you're forming resentment towards him, and it's going to show up in other ways. Little fights, argumentative, like all these little things that can easily be avoided if you just took a stand and got vulnerable with what you really want, what you desire in the relationship. I think that's key.
Yeah, because women, ladies, you'll be surprised how much your man wants to be vulnerable, and by you being vulnerable and opening up to him, you're giving him permission and you're creating space for him to go there. Because we have a hard time doing it on our own, don't we?
Absolutely. Huge. I think also too, one thing that I like to see from a woman, or I guess a potential, because I'm still single.
Putting that out there for the ladies.
Putting that out there.
Isn't he cute? Big thumbs up. I think Jensen's sexy.
Oh, you guys are awesome. I think one thing that women have that is really powerful is they have the ability to shift atmosphere in a room. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed this, when a woman, when you have a bunch of guys in a room and all of a sudden a lady walks in, all of a sudden you can immediately just feel the energy shift in the room. And you were talking about vulnerability, Drew. I think an awesome woman or partner is someone who can really come alongside of you and create a space where you feel that safety to be vulnerable, where you feel that peace. Because as men, I think we're, often, we're physically, strong, but there's a lot of times, when you get past all that exterior, there's a softness that we actually like to shield because we don't want to show ourselves as weak. And if you can actually create an atmosphere as a woman that actually, creates a safety net where that man doesn't feel weak, he feels challenged, he feels love, he feels that growth, that intimacy, then you're gonna see, I think your man flourish and actually be a better leader, be a better husband, be a better a partner for you. And that's something that I like to see as well. Whenever I've seen wives that literally walk in a room and they just command that feminine grace. and they walk in and literally like their husband just knows that they have their back. It's like this really cool thing.
Yeah.
So that's
in my relationship with Ashley, it is the most comfortable thing when she uses that feminine grace. Instead of a lot of times women that are very driven in the entrepreneur world or whatever they're creating, it can be kind of like two people come together like this, like that masculine power. But when it's open and it's vulnerable, it allows us to do that. So there's nothing more. There's nothing that will make you feel better.
Yeah,
I'm convinced of that. It's like a flower opening up in a bee. You know, it's like if the flower's closed, then what does the bee do?
Yeah.
Like women really do create that space, and I believe they only amplify our masculinity. Like that feminine energy is an amplifier, and when you get it, it takes everything to the next level. Exactly like you said.
Yeah, I think one way that comes out is, ladies, I will encourage you. Don't be afraid to stroke the male ego just a little bit. You know, we all have bigger. You know, some of us have big egos, some of us have small.
I don't have an
egos.
ego at all.
Yeah,
I don't know what
but
you're talking
every guy's got a bit. But it's good because you know if like a guy comes up to you and says, "Hey, babe, so got these pecs," you know, or something like that, and it sounds a little cocky or weird. It's like just go, "Oh, babe, you're so sweet, you're so hot, whatever." It's all good. Because if
Can you do that again?
That was a beautiful
Baby,
impression of a woman.
seriously.
Tell me that again. Yeah.
But what that does is it actually, it sounds goofy, but it will actually build some confidence within it. And within that, when you do that just enough, you can actually start throwing in some seeds of honesty. Like honesty. Say, hey, by the way, you are so awesome when you take out the trash. Like when you do that, it's just like the hottest thing ever, seriously. You do that, like he will literally be taking out the trash every night.
Yeah.
He will be proactive. He'll set a plan around it.
Yep.
Yeah, just stroke that ego.
Or it turns me on.
Yeah.
Because you have to think about men and women. I mean, we're still cave people with flying cars and everything else. We're still primitive beings, and a man is fundamentally looking to be acknowledged and respected for what he's doing, for what he's creating. And so think about a man. A man's just pounding his chest, being like, "We do good. We do good. We do good." Like he just wants to be told that he's doing good and having his behavior reinforced.
Can we all do that?
We do good. Do good. We do good. We do good. We do good. Yeah.
We do good.
So when you look at your man, just imagine him with, you know, like a big bone in his hand, and you know he just wants you to reinforce that he's being a provider, that he's giving you what you want and what you need. Just as with the feminine, like the feminine energy, it wants to be safe, it wants to be emotionally supported, it wants to feel that sort of energy. So that's how we get to, you know, interact and balance each other out.
Yeah, that's huge.
We want to feel valued, and women do as well. I mean,
absolutely.
Words of affirmation are like many women's favorite thing. So always reinforcing how beautiful they are, that kind of stuff.
Honoring their feminine grace.
It's kind of like this. Like I heard someone say this, that men are like farmers and women are like gardens. And what does a farmer do? He plants seed, both physically, but also mentally, spiritually. So like as a man, if you're able to speak words of life into that woman, into your partner, into your soulmate, what I've actually seen I've actually seen women who are, like in my eyes, they're kind of okay, they're okay looking, but they're not like, whoa, in my eyes, I say that. But she has this man in her life who's calling her beautiful, who's calling her blessed, who says that she is flourishing, that she's a blessing. I've literally seen after years of them being together where she actually becomes more and more attractive. Like it's stunning to see. You start to see this inner glow.
Wow.
Because women feed off of that. They feed off of the affirmation of the strength that men provide, and men do too. Like, as women, encourage and build up their man, it's like they become stronger. They become like just this like I've seen guys who literally had no job. They got with this amazing woman, and like within a year they were making 6 figures because they had this strong support system. It was like incredible. Like it blew my mind. Like it said, like he who finds a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor. Yeah, that's the way I see it.
Totally. And question for you ladies, what's more important to you, to receive words of affirmation or to be heard and to be listened to? because I think that that's something that's also extremely important for women,
Yeah.
is to not just like be told things, but to feel like they can express themselves and actually be heard and be engaged with on a deep level. You know, because women have, like, again, going back to like the primitive thing, like there's like women have a basket, and they've like, well, the men have been out hunting and killing things all day, like the women have been, you know, around the camp collecting things and like collecting information, and when the man gets back, they have a basket and they want to share that basket with you. And if we don't drop in and like connect with them and allow them to speak their truth and really hear it and respond to it, then they're not going to feel fully acknowledged or fully like respected in like a deep way. So do you prefer, like, what's more important to you, to be told your value or to be listened to at like a deep level? I'd love to hear some responses on that.
Both.
Oh,
yeah, exactly. Exactly.
We got a lot of comments coming in.
Yeah.
We
Many people are saying both.
Both. Good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Many women.
So
I love it.
Organifi Complete, you guys, check it out. I'm going to leave a link above this video, and I'm going to post it in the comments. We're going to give you a discount. We are now pre-selling this stuff. We've almost sold out already of our first stock that's coming in tail end of January, beginning of February. So make sure you order now and click on the link above this. But is there any last thing we want to leave with you guys? Ask a question below. We'll take one more question, comment from the audience. Dane, what do you have to say? Dane's been pretty silent over here.
In a woman, I'm just looking for someone who inspires me to be the best version of myself, and I think that the best version of myself receives the most joy out of making her happy.
Can't say it better than
And then also, you have a friend who is a retirement planner, right?
Okay, that's right.
And I've heard this before, and the friend said like 90% or 98% of divorce ends because of one thing. Can you share that?
It's going to be their love language.
Yeah. So a lot of men have
Men-
the love language of
Physical touch.
physical touch.
Yeah.
So that's a good thing. Like, if your man loves physical touch, he probably loves sex. He probably loves that intimacy, right? Not only in sex, but
It's not just
to
sex, though.
me, I see.
Totally.
So what else is it?
I mean, intimacy a lot of times is just a casual touch. Like for me, like sex
Yeah.
is like one example of it, but that's like 30%. Like 70% of it is just feeling loved, feeling safe.
You
You
feeling
know,
the love right now?
all the time. Oh yeah, Drew's a toucher. I mean, you know, and
I'm always
it's usually sometimes it gets weird, but most of the time it's yeah.
my love language is physical touch for sure.
I completely believe that.
Can we just make sex as like an additional love language?
Yes, it's its own specific love language.
I'm just
What's your
kidding.
favorite love language? Leave a comment below. If you know the 5 love languages
Yep.
or anything else, leave a comment below. We want to hear about your love language as well.
Yeah.
Jay, you have a question? You want 10 minutes? All right, cool. So this has been a great talk. This is fun. If you guys liked it, share it. Ladies, share it with a man
Yeah.
that you want to see this, or with your female friends if you want them to see this as well. And we'll see how this does. I mean, this is kind of fun.
Yeah, no,
maybe
it's
we
great.
can have man talks once a month or something
Man
like that.
talks.
I would love that.
Have a fireplace in the background. you
Yeah.
know?
We can all be
with some
yeah.
guns.
Yeah,
Maybe
instead
I
of scotch,
have
we
a
got
warrior helmet. I could wear the
Yes,
warrior
we are.
helmet.
Yeah.
You
You
know
wore your
my
shaman
chest.
helmet. Yeah.
Today we gather here. As a talk about women rights.
With Organifi Complete.
Yeah.
Complete man talks right
Yeah.
here. We're in this together, right? Remember, we're in this together. Oh, come on, we can do better than that.
All right,
we can.
Remember,
We're in this together.